Also tonight, an unbelievable tragedy. NHL star Johnny Gaudreau and his brother Matthew, both former Boston College players, were both killed in a crash involving a suspected drunk driver. The brothers were riding bicycles on the eve of their sister's wedding in New Jersey when they were hit.
Now, the news of their deaths just devastating for the hockey world. And we're covering all angles of the story tonight, beginning with WBZ's Paul Burton, who joins us live at Boston College. And Paul, what a big loss.
Yeah, Courtney and David, the loss here is unimaginable and really unthinkable. Meanwhile, memorial continues to grow here on the steps of the Conti Forum as faculty, students, and of course the entire BC community mourns their loss.
Now you lose two sons, so it's almost unimaginable.
The Boston College community is devastated over the loss of NHL hockey star and Boston College legend Johnny Gaudreau and his brother Matthew. Investigators say the two brothers were biking on a road in Salem County, New Jersey, when state police say they were hit by a suspected drunk driver Thursday night.
Hard to put into words. The Gaudreau family is so close, they're so tight. There's so many people here that were affected by them.
At a press conference today, Boston College hockey head coach Greg Brown and former legendary coach Jerry York both heartbroken over the news. The two say the duo were so dynamic to watch on the ice.
Johnny was the magical, but Matty his complete level, and he pushed his brother so much that they had a great bond between them.
Both played hockey for BC for 3 years. Johnny Gaudreau was a star at BC, where he earned the nickname Johnny Hockey. He helped Boston College win a national title in 2012 and won 2 straight Hockey East Player of the Year awards. He also won the Hobie Baker Award as college hockey's best player.
They're both amazing players, and someone to raise the level of your practice, to be Johnny Hockey, but not wear that label.
The two were together in New Jersey. They were set to be the groomsmen in their sister's wedding.
They were two of the nicest kids who ever played sports here at BC. So to lose them, and to lose them under those tragic circumstances, is just an unimaginable loss.
Johnny was drafted by Calgary Flames in the 2011 NHL draft. In 2022, he signed with Columbus Blue Jackets as a free agent. The team issued a statement saying, "The Columbus Blue Jackets are shocked and devastated by this unimaginable tragedy. Johnny was not only a great hockey player, but more significantly, a loving husband, father, son, brother, and friend."
We are in shock. We are in mourning over this tragic loss.
The driver of the crash was arrested and charged with 2 counts of death by auto. Meanwhile, flowers, messages, candles continue to pour in, messages of love, because Courtney and David, the loss here is very deep. Reporting live on Boston College campus, I'm Paul Burton, WBZ News.
Yeah, can't imagine the pain of that family. Want to bring in Dan Roach now. And Roachy, I know you covered the team when Johnny Gaudreau was on the team, his younger brother as well. In fact, you told me you were on the trolley when they were celebrating their national championship. Talk about, if you can, the relationship, the bond between these two brothers.
Yeah, you look at their numbers and everything that they did. Johnny Gaudreau had a great career in Boston College, NCAA Championship 2012, as you mentioned. David Gaudreau also awarded the Hobie Baker Award, so he was tremendous. And his younger brother was a couple of years younger than him, and he came to Boston College. Not as big a career, but as big a heart. And that's what everyone said. The common word that I heard today in talking to people in the hockey world, and this has been devastating to the hockey world, is joy. Both brothers brought a lot of joy. Both brothers stayed together. Both brothers were going to Northeastern, and Greg Cronin, longtime coach at Northeastern, he resigned to go become the head coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs. And with that, Johnny said to his brother, "Where do you want to go?" They went to Boston College, and the rest is history. It's just as how good they were. And everybody around that program said they were just absolutely thrilled to play the game of hockey and do what they did together.
Now, Dan, talk to us about how big of an impact Johnny had on the college game and BC, because I feel like you can really feel that today.
Yeah, we all remember Johnny Manziel and what he created at Texas A&M as far as college football is concerned. They started to call Johnny Gaudreau Johnny Hockey. And they said he came to Boston College 5'6", 140 pounds. They had some good players on that team. Chris Kreider, who's in the NHL with the New York Rangers. They just had good togetherness, and then they came out and Gaudreau went on the ice, and they were like, wow. He could fly, he could create, he had some huge goals for BC. Look at that stuff, just weaving through defenders. That's what he did. That was in the national championship game, I believe, that they won in 2012 over Ferris State. He just had wonderful hands, and he scored 80 points in 40 games in his final year at BC. So he changed the game of hockey, and every Dustin Pedroia, every small-sized guy in the NHL and playing college hockey, he was a role model to them.
And we were just talking about the impact on the people in their lives. Just saying, you know, they were supposed to be at their sister's wedding today.
Yes.
And what this family is going through.
You know, I saw a priest over at Boston College, and we were just talking about it, Father Tony, who was with the team, and he was just saying, you can't explain this. This is one that you just can't explain. You look at that wonderful family. Their sister, Katie, was getting married today. And that's what you wake up to as a parent. And that's every parent sits there and says, why does this happen? Yeah. And you're just like, it's unexplainable. And they didn't deserve this. The family didn't deserve this. BC doesn't deserve this. And man, just don't drink and drive. It's just sad. Tough day for BC.
Tough day for people who got to know him. And I know that you only got to know him a little bit through hockey.
Yeah. He was a great kid, great family.
We appreciate your insight, Dave.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
And tonight, our thoughts and our prayers are with not only the BC family, but the Gaudreau family. Really, really tough day today.